You're listening to Heather's Do Vegas. Join your go-to gal for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all of the inside scoop on Sin City.
Hey babes, welcome back to another episode of Heather's Do Vegas. It's me, Heather Ashley, your guide to everything fabulous, messy, and so Vegas. First, let's get a few things out of the way. My background is the best view in Las Vegas. If you have not been, give me a call, drop me a DM, I'll hook you up. This is the view from the foundation room at Mandalay Bay. Their fabulous balcony. I've been there many a time. It never disappoints. So I thought this was an appropriate evening for this background because you can see over my shoulder is the sphere, and I will be going there tonight. I will be donning my whites with my fresh spray tan. Did you guess it? I'm going to tell you next week. I'm so excited. No, I'm not getting married again. Something else. It does involve men though. A couple of them. I think like 5 to be exact. Anyway, okay, I don't want to give it all away. All right, secondly, another housekeeping item. Okay, all I did was brag about Sassy, the intern, on our last episode. And, she was asleep. I didn't want to wake her. She's busy dreaming up the next episode for me. She's getting scripts ready. She's watching Housewives for me. She's doing her research. So I wanted to make sure she did actually make a cameo, and my green screen doesn't do her justice. There she is, Sassy the intern. She's making her very first Heather's Do Vegas appearance. She is my trusty intern. So if I say something wrong, you know who to blame. Yeah, right here. Yep. You can send your complaints to the message box on your phone if you have any issue with Sassy the intern, and she'll be glad to read them when she gets a chance. Okay. All right. She'll come back for another appearance. She's going to sleep on my lap, I think, this entire time. All right. She might snore. She might snort. Forgive us. But she's a hard worker. She is a hard worker. I have a lot of tasks for this girl. Okay, let's get to it. I want to give you the rundown for today. We're diving into some pop culture headlines, reality TV drama, because those ladies deliver week over week. I've got must-watch TV and, of course, hot happenings around Vegas, including something new I am excited about. TKO Taco Tuesday Showdown. That's right. I said it. TKO Taco Tuesday Showdown. All right, buckle up, babes. It's going to be a ride. Okay, first up, the wild story of Justin Bieber impersonator who somehow snuck his way into Excess nightclub. Like, sir, no, we don't have Bieber in 2025 performing surprise sets in Vegas. I mean, people actually fell for it. This blows my mind. The impersonator was tracked down, fined. But you got to give him some credit for the confidence. I mean, that takes a lot. I say tattoos all around on the house. I got some sassy hair on my face. I got to wipe it up. Okay. Is this when she needs to start doing makeup too? I'm going to have to send her to cosmetology school. TMZ is reporting, this is good, Kim K and Khloe, I mean, they got to insert themselves wherever possible, right? Anything that is relevant. So Kim K and Khloe are reaching out or have reached out to the Amy Bradley's parents. Now, if you remember a few episodes back, in my, kind of must-watch TV segment, I talked about the doc that's called Amy Bradley is Missing. And this was the girl who went on a cruise with her parents and brother. This was back in 1998, I believe. And she went missing halfway through the cruise. They have never found her. There's all these wild conspiracy theories that she is possibly alive. And yeah, bizarro. Okay, so back to the Kardashians. They've now reached out to Amy Bradley's parents about this case and saying that, they want to help put a spotlight on it. I mean, can you see this? Like, they're going to go down to Barbados with a camera crew and the Kardashians are going to find Amy Bradley. I mean, I can see it now. I can see it now. Don't worry, I'll be watching. I will be watching with popcorn in hand. Meanwhile, another case we've been talking about for months and months, the Menendez brothers, Eric was denied release. However, Governor Newsom still has the power to pardon. I have not heard that he's going to do that. That's his get out of jail free card right there. Get out of jail free from Governor Newsom. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I admit, babes, I was almost swayed on this one. I was defending that they should get out. After digging deeper and hearing from California criminal defense attorneys, it's hard. It's kind of a hard no for me now. I'm going to say kind of. It's a hard no for me now. I need to be definitive. Setting that precedent, yikes. I mean, there's some crazy criminals in there and they need to stay locked up. All right, we don't need bad precedents. On a lighter note, Hilaria Baldwin and her 11-year-old daughter are launching a podcast. I'm intrigued, but I'm also like, do we need more Baldwins in the pod space? Do we need more Baldwins at all? I think they reached their multiplication quota. Yeah, I think I said it. Put that on a t-shirt. Speaking of t-shirts, guys, I am wearing the cutest potato little girly tee that says Las Vegas on it. It's yellow and retro Las Vegas logo or Las Vegas on the front. And I'm going to talk about this in a whole nother episode. ABC store, you know them, you love them, out of Hawaii. And of course, they're here in the Ninth Island. 2 t-shirts for $30. I got this cutie little yellow one and then a little white one, which I'll wear some other time. But shameless plug for my ABC store. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, I love this. There's some new dictionary. Cambridge Dictionary has added a plethora of slang words to the dictionary for this year. And I think all of these are well deserving. Here's the list. Skibbity, delulu, red flag. That's a long time coming. Doom scroll. I think another long time coming. Bussin' and mid. And honestly, I think if my grandmother ever called something bussin', I'd probably pass away immediately. Yeah, which pretty much happens when I say any of these words in front of my kids. Oh, we got to stay young. We got to stay young. Okay, speaking of keeping us on our toes, babes, Real Housewives of OC they're giving it to me. I think I broke down this episode because it was so exciting to see Tammy Sue fake quit that it just opened the floodgate for me. These fights are they're just pure comedy. One thing I do want to say, I want to just take a quick diversion. Between OC and Miami, eating of oysters on television. No, we need to ban this. I'm going to start a petition. I'm going to be sending it out. Y'all are going to need to sign it. We're going to take a poll on social media. We do not need to see these ladies eating oysters on television. Just wanted to get through that. All right. So Tammy Sue fake quits. Again, I mean, girl, stop. Shannon dragged her for pulling out that same stunt years ago. Shannon. Love it. Thank you, Shannon, for that moment. And then can we talk about Jen and Gretchen? The second the cameras went down, they were FaceTiming Slade and Ryan, just giddy at the thought that Tamara quit. I mean, I would have given anything to be a fly on the wall for that. Okay. Sassy snoring, but it's okay. Mama got to work. I'm going to work and she's going to take a nap. All right, let's get over to Miami. The ladies are still in Sevilla. And let's just say Kiki and Adriana went at it like a matador and bull lay. That was a fight for the ages. And when I say ages, yeah, pun intended. I mean, Kiki went there. She went there on the ageism. First of all, Kiki has a 20-something-year-old son. She's not exactly 28, 35. I mean, come on, and here she's sitting at a table full of her quote unquote friends that are on the same age bracket as Adriana. That was pretty awful. That was pretty darn awful. Our son, Lisa, still at each other's throats. I mean, at this point, I think they just like fighting. They just like it. I'm going to point out Larsa's fighting style. It just reminds me of people who are just narcissists. It's like classic gaslit. Lisa's getting much better. I don't blame her for taking notes. I would take your notes, girl. You should. You absolutely should. And here's my stance on this. I'm going Team Lisa all the way on the notes. Look, if you're so worried about someone taking notes, then you probably should be watching what you say. I mean, right? I mean, if you have nothing that's coming out of your mouth that's going to be damaging, then what do you care if she's taking notes? Keep all of the drama straight. I don't blame her.
This episode of Heather's Do Vegas is proudly sponsored by Valley Girl Shop. Valley Girl Shop isn't just a brand, it's a whole vibe. Founded by a true San Fernando Valley native, Valley Girl celebrates the bold, confident spirit of Valley girls everywhere, from the Las Vegas Valley to Phoenix and LA. At Valley Girl Shop, you'll find more than just trendy clothes. You'll discover a full lifestyle. We're talking fun, expressive apparel, statement-making tumblers, sleek yoga mats, and must-have weekender tote bags that take you from brunch to beach in style. Whether you're repping your city or just living life with flair, Valley Girl has you covered. So wherever you are, poolside in Vegas, desert chic in Phoenix, or cruising the LA scene, embrace your inner Valley Girl. Let our collections inspire you to live boldly, dress confidently, and celebrate your unique vibe every day. Shop now at valleygirlshop.com. That's valleygirlshop.com.
Let's move on to some other TV reviews, you guys. All right. There's been some interesting stuff out there. The Biggest Loser documentary. I mean, babes, whew, it is intense. It's intense. I mean, looking back, it is actually shocking that this was primetime TV. I mean, triggering, problematic, and just wild to rewatch Jillian Michaels. She's clapping back with those receipts, text messages, emails, the whole nine. You know, I remember watching this show myself, and yeah, it was a lot then. You didn't sit there and say, okay, this is kind of like borderline abusive, which probably should have, but it was a lot then. It's crazy how far along we've come, what's acceptable and what's not. Interesting. Also, on Hulu, as promised, I also started to watch the Amanda, shoot, her last name escapes me, the miniseries. And right, this is the gal, the American, who went over to Italy, and her roommate was killed, and Amanda and her boyfriend were accused and then convicted of their murder. She was finally released. And I don't remember all the details of this, which is why I'm starting to watch it. But I thought this was more documentary style, like a lot of the ones we're used to on the streaming services. But this is more like a mini series dramatization. But I do like that the lead is played by Lucy Van Patten, who also starred in that really fantastic show, Tell Me Lies. She's a great actress. All right. Let's get into some Vegas hot happenings. Okay, we're bringing it back home, Vegas babes. So Inside Edition ran a segment talking about how tourists are complaining about sky-high food and drink prices. I mean, we're talking $50 valet, $35 cocktails, $25 appetizers. Now, look, this segment is only one of, many. This story's kind of been out there. It's been rolling around the streets. You're seeing it on your socials. You're seeing it on national news, local news. I've stayed away from this topic here for a few weeks. I have thought about bringing it up. And not until I saw our mayor, Ellie Berkeley, who I love and adore, it was also a fellow Delta Zeta alum. Props to our girl Shelly. She addressed it in a media conference. She really put it out there saying, look, these prices are clearly exorbitant and it's going to have to self-correct. These hotels, they're going to need to scale back these crazy $75, $50 valet. I told you guys how I had to valet park to go to the Arte Museum over at Crystal's. And I valet parked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, $25. And of course, I tipped the valet guy like $5. So it was $30. That's just nuts. So look, Vegas, you're hearing it here from Heather Ashley. Get it together. Get it together. You need to bring down some of these prices like cabanas. I'm bringing that up because we're still in that season. Okay, I'm on a tangent. Vegas, let's go. Get it together. We want people coming. Woof, I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm getting ready for the Sphere tonight. I need to cool down. Sassy, get me a water, Sassy. Get me a water.
Hey, babes. I'm throwing this in last minute. I was supposed to talk about it next week, but decided I could not wait to share with you about my experience seeing the Backstreet Boys into the Millennium tour at the Sphere this weekend. This was their last weekend of the run for the summer. They have announced dates. They're coming back in December through January and into February. I'm going to give you my lowdown and you decide if you're going to go and see them when they come back around in a few months. We went to the Venetian first and walk through there. We were a little tight on time. Otherwise, I was going to have dinner at Lavo. I recommend if you are going to do this show, book your reservation at Lavo. We definitely had like a good hour and a half on our hands, and I'm glad we did because we got to take our time looking at all the fun holographic things that they had. We got lots of great photos. And the concessions there are really good. They have a Pizza Rock. They have another great concession where you can get sushi, a poke bowl, really yummy chicken tenders. The food is decent. And there's lots of little pop-up bars all around. Lots of places to grab drinks, food, separate concessions that are just selling water or, canned drinks. You're not waiting around too long in any of these lines. We opted for tickets in the 200 level, kind of slightly off center. And I thought it was a great section. I mean, they would have been significantly more if we were in the 100s. Wanted to get a good view of the Sphere. Obviously, the stage was really far away, but they're, of course, projected on the screen, so you get to see them up close anyway. This is not your ordinary concert. This is a full immersive experience where it's all about these visuals, practically 360 degrees of screen images. They're just changing scenery from going from space into the desert, into kind of a forest, jungle, traversing like all over the world and all of these types of geographies. They paused kind of like halfway through and spoke to the crowd. And the one member, Howie, it was his birthday and it was really cute. They brought out a birthday cake for him and sang happy birthday. Really cute. They had one segment too where they showed all of these images of their individual families and of them growing up and their years, in the band, and just really highlighting all of their families. And that was just really touching. This is definitely an expensive night out. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. I know people have gone to the Venetian and waited around for the show to start, and then they'll buy tickets last minute, usually on the floor. You might get a little bit of a better deal here and there if you're willing to just kind of go on the fly like that. But worth checking out. This show is just a fantastic, fun evening. I'm a BSB fan for life.
Now for the main event, folks. Yes, it's time. Taco Tuesday TKO. All right, I've been seeing Taco Tuesday all over my feed. I thought, can't beat them, join them, Heather. Let me get out there and do the work for the babes. And that's what I did. Here, in this corner, first up, Fletcher Cantina at Town Square, owned by none other than our Marky Mark, local Mark Wahlberg himself. You are greeted with this amazing watermelon margarita complimentary, which is such a nice touch. Marky, Mr. Wahlberg, that is a nice touch. You can't get past all the pictures of him holding his tequila. One picture is just as adorable as the next. Let's get into the food. Now, you're going to have to check the socials because I have postings of the menus, the food, all that good stuff. I'm not going to get into the pricing on this today. So you have to check out Instagram and TikTok for this. So we did the 6 taco special, there was an all you can eat 28 pack or something crazy. 6 tacos. Now they're small, like a 4-biter, but they're mighty. You can mix and match. You can get chicken and pork. And then we also did the taquitos. They have taquitos on their Taco Tuesday menu. A solid win. Okay. Plus they had tequila flight specials and some other margarita specials if you are into that. Now, in the other corner, Siempre JB at Uncommons. So this was cute. I actually have to admit to you, this was the first time I've been to Uncommons. Uncommons is a mixed-use, lifestyle-ish center. I use that really loosely. It's office, restaurant, maybe a retail store, and apartments. And they've been opening some new places. They've been popping up here and there, but I had never actually made it over. And you know what deterred me was I had heard that they charged for parking, and I just wasn't that interested in checking it out. Turns out you can park for 2 hours for free. Plenty of time for me to go to Siempre JB. I popped on over. This is a really cutie little restaurant. They do have their special menu, $5 tacos. I ordered a shrimp and a chicken, and then I also did taquitos, so I had kind of a fair comparison. But babes, the spice level on the shrimp, I mean, it nearly sent me into witness protection program. I've told you before, not a cute vibe for me. Spice is not a cute vibe. So not my winner, not my winner. I'm going to tell you, Fletch Cantina, they were the full TKO. They were the champs. Total knockout for Taco Tuesday. Crown has been secured by Marky Mark, our fellow Las Vegan. Whew. All right, you guys, that's a wrap. So look, from fake Biebers to taco battles, this week had it all. And make sure you're going to come back next week. Hey, until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Love ya.
This was a blast. Be sure to follow Heather Ashley on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Heather's Do Vegas. Share the pod with a friend, and don't forget to rate and review.